Hello, my name is Karen Daniela Silva Cerva, and today I will talk to you about the importance of the evaluation in the learning process and the case of Priyan and Raul. Why is important the assessment in the learning process? I think that assessment is of great importance in the learning process because through evaluation we can know if the student has acquired the expected learning. Evaluation allows us to regulate the process and begin to improve the adjectives or change the methodology that are being used. The evaluation is an improving instrument to measure the performance and learning capacities of students. It is also important as teachers to evaluate to inform the student and their family about the progress and learning results of the student. I think the evaluation is good to use in the middle of a process to observe the learning results during that period of time. After the teaching from the evaluation to now by the student if they have managed to understand the topic sent in the class. That is why I think evaluation is very important. In addition to that, we must validate the best way to evaluate. We can evaluate orally in written. Also, as future teacher, we must take into account the way to collect in terms of diversity that existing within the classroom. See if there are special educational needs of some students, then all this important to take into an account when applying an assessment instrument to the student. Okay, what are the strengths and weaknesses of each teacher marking? Strengths, Raul. The teacher makes comment to the student clarifying the error he has in his advertising. He motivates him by telling the one that he did a good job. He corrects him with a different color to identify where the fault was. The teacher writes in the correct form of the word that the student put ground so that he learned how to write. A string the print. The teacher writes to the student that he has done a good job. Correct with a different color to find out where the mistakes were made. Make a different mark to find out if it was a grammar, spelling error, or absences of capital letter in proper names. And witnesses, the Raul. From my point of view, I do not see any weakness in the teacher when it comes to qualify the student. Weakness, Rita. The teacher did not comment to the student so that he better understand what were their mistakes in the task. Okay, my reflection. What advice would you guide Raul and Priya? I would tell Raul for those cases that it would be good to ask the student to correct the note type and copy it into the notebook to review its writing. I would also the Priya that in those cases she should ask the student to correct the exam to reinforce their learning in the task performed. I will also the Priya to comment on the student exam to clarify where sure they made a mistake. Neither Raul nor Priya correct the error on line 3, play a ball. Why do you think that is? I think the teacher did not focus their attention the error on line 3 because possibility the problem of the missing connector in the sentences has not been explained on the student. If you were the teacher of the learner with type of error would you choose to focus on in class? Why? Okay. If I were the teacher of this student, I would focus on grammar because in the case, several errors of this type were made. So I would make the student different the verb when using the with the third person of the singular and the use of the same verb for the other pronoun referring to the particular case. Okay. How do you usually correct writing? Do you do anything the same as Raúl and Priya? I like to check the spelling first, then check that the content makes sense. I also like to check that there are no words that are repeated without neglecting the use of capital letter. That's because I largely check sometimes similar to teacher Raúl and Priya, but and different from an order. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.